Okay, I can manage. She's in a bad way, Doctor.
Put her down there. I'll get the surgery ready.
What happened? She registered in my hotel this afternoon. The name's Jane Brown. Tonight, as we're going to bed, my wife smelled gas in the hall outside her door.
Suicide attempt?
Oh, I don't think so.
No note or anything?
Oh, no, I'm sure it was an accident. The fire and the heater must have blown out. She's going to be all right, isn't she?
I'll see what we can do.
Should I report this to the police or anything? You were so close, I thought I'd...
I'll make my report to the authorities. Mr. Hogg, you two get along now. Set up the oscilloscope, please.
But Ian, what's the point? Why didn't you tell them it was hopeless?
It was better they went.
What are you doing?
I'm going to try the new serum.
But you can't. You're not sure of it yet.
I'm as sure as I can be without trying.
Ian, it's a terrible risk.
Not for her. She's got nothing to lose. She's been dead for at least 2 hours.
These are for you, Jane. Pretty. And what do you say? Thank you. That's right. Someone to see you, Jane.
She's American. Her name's Jane Brown. According to the register of the local hotel. She remembers nothing. Not even her own name. Hello? She can speak, but her vocabulary is limited. I've tried all the tests, Mercador and Reeves. I'm afraid her educational level is now preschool. She's lovely. Mm.
Pretty.
Mm.
What sort of an accident was it?
Carbon monoxide poisoning. It affected the superficial areas of the brain. The reasoning and instincts were unimpaired.
It's just that she forgot everything she's ever learned.
Well, have you made up your mind? You going to have a try?
It's a challenge.
I heard at the university you developed some new techniques in educating problem children. I said you were the best man for this job.
It'll be a change to have just one to worry about. Anyway, you can never be sure your theories work until you try them out.
Exactly. Well, we'll leave you two to get acquainted. See you at 6 o'clock, Jane.
Well, we're going to be working together, Jane. Hey, whether you like it or not. 1. Say it. 1. 2. 3.
1. 3.
What's this?
Flower.
What else?
Pretty.
What else?
1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 12.
11.
11. 12.
These words.
B. E. E. B. O. W. L. Owl. Mr. Amory says I can read almost as fast as he can.
Splendid.
Ow! I don't like that. I don't understand why you're always hurting me. It's to keep you well.
Now, off you go, Jane.
How long is she going to have these injections?
I don't know. Maybe for the rest of her life.
There. Oh, you're late leaving, Paul. Come and have some tea. Would you take that through to the doctor, please, Edith? It's good of you to give Jane so much of your time. What about your own work?
Oh, that'll keep. She fascinates me.
Well, she's doing wonderfully well, thanks to you.
Not really. I mean, she's got an amazing capacity for learning, but she can't remember even the simplest things, like who she is, where she comes from.
Yes, she doesn't know, neither do we, even though we've tried to find out.
You're very good to her. I mean, you don't have to keep her here. A hospital could give her this sort of treatment.
Oh. Well, I suppose we feel responsible for her. And hospitals are so impersonal. I know. I was a nurse before I married. And responsibility's not all. We have no children. Perhaps she fills a gap. And Ian was getting altogether too tied up in his work.
What is his work? I mean, I know he's consultant at Rangrove Hospital, but...
He has a personal grant from the Harwood Foundation for experiments in biochemistry. It's all very esoteric. That's why he has a lab here. And he was spending too much time in it. No, Jane's a diversion for us both. And we're fond of her. Must I have all of that?
In time. Let's try the other arm this evening.
What does it do? You don't have it.
You were ill. Now you're fine. As long as you have your injection every evening.
It's not fair, is it? You don't have it. Paul doesn't have it. Pamela doesn't.
No. Doesn't hurt that much. Oh, are you still here, Paul?
Just been getting the pillow talk ready. We start tonight. Do you want me to stay?
I don't think so. We can manage, thank you. You have your own life to lead.
Jane, I'm going to tell you things. All sorts of things. Some you already know and some you don't. Things about the world. There's land and there's sea. You remember the map I showed you? The land is broken into 6 main blocks called continents.
France has long been the most centralized country in Europe. And Paris has many government offices
That's
and...
enough. Who are you, Jane? Where do you come from? You had an accident. What sort of accident? I'm going to count backwards from 5. At 1, you wake up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Run along, Jane. We're all curious, Paul. You said you made inquiries. To no effect. No family, no friends, nothing. She was in a bad way when she came here. Her chances were virtually nil. I tried a new technique, and we were lucky. What technique? Well, it's complicated. I don't want to sound patronizing, but it would take far too long to explain. Let's just say it worked. How long will she have to stay here? As long as she needs treatment. How long is that? Indefinitely. Doctor, you'll forgive me, but aren't you playing God where Jane is concerned? Possibly. But all doctors play God with their patients' lives. Now, I'll ask you a question. Are you married? No, why? It's usually the pupil develops a fixation on the teacher, not the other way around.
Flowers is so beautiful. Though I wish you knew their names. But you know everything else. You're very clever. Where do you go to school?
Would you like to see?
I never go out.
Well, come on, it's not far. My room's up there. You cold? Shall I fetch your jacket from the car?
Thank you, Paul.
Right. Lost her? Where? How?
I just took her to look round Cambridge. Afterwards, you should have talked to me.
I was going to talk to
you. You should have asked.
I was so busy. What for? Why did you take her?
Just for the trip. She's tired of being cooped up here. She's safe here.
Can't have lost.
I know I can't have lost her, but I did. Anyway, she lost herself.
Did you look for her?
Yes, of course I did.
She could be anywhere. But did you have an argument with her or something?
Oh, nothing like that. She was quite happy. Now, look, she must come back here. It's the only place she knows.
How will she find her? She has to be here for her injection this evening.
Well, both of you go and look for her.
I can't. I have to be here and ready.
Well, I'll go. Paul, you better go back to Cambridge and see if you can find her.
Why can't you go to the police?
And by the time they circulate a description, it'll be too late.
What happens if she doesn't get her injection?
She'll die.
Jane? Jane! You all right?
I'm sleepy.
Why did you run away?
Francis.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on, now, take this.
Capital of France.
Yeah,
Paris.
right.
110 miles from this sea. Oh,
No, come on. Come on. We're going to have to get you home.
located on the French plane.
I've looked everywhere. Has he phoned? How long can she last without another injection?
I'm not sure. With the lab animals, it was never more than a day. It's too soon to tell with her.
So she's going to continue having injections for the rest of her life?
She is alive. She was dead, darling. I brought her back to life.
But what kind of life?
Surely it's something that she's alive at all.
She can't lead a normal life. She can't plan a future. She can't even go out with a boyfriend.
That's obvious.
I mustn't blame Paul. You didn't tell him.
Maybe I should have.
Oh, no. You can't tell anyone, not until you're sure it's worked.
Well, that may not be for years. Now, what's at stake here is more, much more than the life of just one girl. It sounds callous, but Jane's a guinea pig. If this serum works for anybody, then the whole of mankind will benefit. But I've done something rather unorthodox. I've taken a risk. Well, now I can't afford to take any more risks. I've got to watch her all the time. Try to evaluate the effects. Whether she's building autoimmunity to the serum, whether I need to increase the dosage even more, what the side effects may be. Until we know for certain, she's got to stay here all the time. She can't have a completely normal life. Not yet.
We must just hope that Paul can find her. Ian. He's in love with her.
I know. I'm afraid he'll...
she all right?
She'll be all right.
What happened?
She tried to gas herself. Fortunately, the gas must have run out just after she turned it on.
Bring her through to the laboratory.
What I don't understand is why she's like this. She's out on her feet.
Sit her down.
Hold her head up.
All right, wait outside, Paul, please. Pamela, wait a minute, then give her a quarter grain of CHL. Where'd you find her?
In my room.
Had she been there before?
Is she all right?
I hope so. Paul, you've been an immense help to her, but now I feel your work is finished.
But she still needs help.
I know, but not from you, Paul, I'm afraid. You're getting too involved with her, and she has to stay here with us. Your being here will only end up hurting you both. You'll have to go, I'm afraid. I'm sorry.
I see. I will collect my things. Hello, operator. I've been trying to dial a number for the last 2 minutes. I keep getting unobtainable. 607-1252. Yes? Disconnected. How long? Oh, well, if you can't, you can't.
Not eating? It's the same as we had.
Then you eat it.
Come on. Why are you in a bad mood today?
I didn't like going out yesterday.
Then stay here.
I like Paul, though.
Of course you do.
He likes me.
We like you. What is it?
I turned on the gas in Paul's room. Why did I do that?
You didn't.
I did! It smelled horrible. I remember falling into blackness. It was terrible and nice at the same time. And Paul woke me up.
Dreams are funny things. Now don't let that get cold.
I'll be late for my lessons.
There won't be any more lessons, Jane. Paul has other things to do.
I won't see him.
Not for a while.
Doctor. Who am I?
You're Jane Brown.
Miss Jane Glenville?
Yes, number 11. I wanted to get in touch with her.
I'm afraid she's away at present, sir.
When do you expect her back?
Really couldn't say, sir. Perhaps you'd care to leave a message.
How long has she been away? I mean, how long since you last saw her?
I'm sorry, sir.
It's very important.
Has something happened to her?
How long?
About 3 months.
Didn't this strike you as odd?
Well, yes, but our tenants aren't the kind of people who take kindly to prying.
Have you continued to clean out her room?
Oh, no. Miss Glenville makes her own arrangements. As long as the rent is paid. She pays yearly. We don't interfere.
What does Miss Glenville look like?
I imagined you knew.
Is she about 5'5", slim, very pretty, dark hair?
You're a policeman. I wasn't born yesterday. Something up?
No, I just want to find her. Is that her description?
Yes. She's a very nice young lady. Still can't help you.
Do you mind if I have a quick look at her room?
Sorry, sir. Quite impossible.
Well, thank you for all your help.
Sir, since you are a policeman, I do happen to know why she went away. Of course, it may only be gossip. Yes. Well, Miss Glenville was very nice, but not very communicative. But she did use the beauty parlor in the basement, and she told Phyllis, the hairdresser,
Yeah. What?
that she was going away for a few weeks to get married.
What are you doing?
I'm working out the structure of a substance that may not exist.
What's the point, then? I have nothing to do.
Read a book.
I've been reading all morning. Why aren't you at the hospital?
Day off.
How long have I been here?
Ages.
It was fun when I could learn things. Why can't I go on learning? It's so boring. Isn't Paul ever coming back?
Oh, Jane, please, I really am busy.
Please go away.
It's me, Jane.
I know. Leave me alone.
It's me! Look at me! Look at me!
Who did you think it was, Jane?
No one. No one. Oh.
Is it the water? Is it the water you don't like, Jane? It's only a pond. Look. Trust me. Trust me. There. You see? Only water.
I've missed our lessons.
How is Dr. Denhope?
Oh, always too busy.
I wasn't sure you'd still be here.
I'll always be here.
Unless you fall in love. Then you'll go away.
Are you in love?
Yes.
With me?
Yes.
What's it like being in love?
You mean you don't know? You've never been in love? You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Jane, I know where you lived before. I know your real name.
It's Jane Brown.
Would you like to see where you lived before, Jane?
I'd never go out.
Look, sometimes a room can tell you something. Maybe this can tell us both something. Come with me now.
No,
My car's
Paul,
in the drive.
Paul,
Now make
I'm
up your mind to
Jane
come.
Brown. I live here. You're talking about somebody else. I'm sorry you love me. Dr. Denholt, I want to talk with you.
Oh, not now, Jane. I must finish my work.
Please, Doctor. I'm tired of reading silly books and walking in the garden.
Well, after you've had your injection this evening, we'll chat as much as you like.
You're still wrong.
We'll see.
Miss Grenville, what a pleasure to see you.
Sir?
I hope you're well, Miss Glenville.
Yes, Miss Glenville's fine, but she's mislaid her key.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
I'm scared.
There's no need. I love you. And you're going to love me. Just want to know who I'm getting, that's all.
Remember it?
No. No, I don't. I don't like it.
You're used to something grander now.
It's August now. filthy.
You like poetry?
She liked poetry. I remember a poem. Part of a poem. Not one you taught me. Something about green underwood and cover.
The winter's rains and ruins are over, and all the seasons of snows and sins. The days dividing lover and lover, the light that loses, the night that wins. And time remembered is grief forgotten, and frosts are slain.
And flowers begotten. And in green underwood and cover, blossom by blossom, the spring begins.
Let's see what's through there, shall we? Perhaps you remember smells.
I don't remember anything.
I don't want to.
Don't say that. The only thing I can remember is terrible. I can remember dying. But I don't remember this place. I've never seen it before.
Never seen it before? You're Jane Glenville. You're an American. And what are you doing in London? How long have you been here? Where are your family? Who are your friends? You see? You must start caring about who you are, Jane.
I want to go home. Home.
Come in. Oh, do sit down. I won't be long.
I was looking for Mr. Brown, Mr. Robert Brown.
I'm his wife. Can I help?
No, it is rather personal.
I run this office. Mr.
Amory, Paul Amory. No, I'm afraid it is rather personal. I'm trying to trace someone I think was a friend of your husband's. Miss Glenville?
Jane? I only met her once. As you say, she's a friend of Robert's. Close friend.
Can I see Mr. Brown?
No, he's not here, Mr. Amory. My husband's left me.
Taxi, miss. There'll be one on the rank.
I'm afraid there was a sort of accident.
To Robert?
No, no.
If he were dead, I'd know. I'm sure I would. And Jane?
She's been very ill and her memory isn't too good.
And Robert's not with her.
No. They never went away together. He wrote to her, calling it off.
He said he'd written breaking it off. But he was worried that she wouldn't get the letter, so he went to their meeting place to make sure. I never saw him again. So, of course, I thought that...
No. He never saw her after April the 28th. I can vouch for that. This meeting place he mentions, did he ever tell you where it is?
Oh, yes. When he did tell me, he told me everything. It's a railway station, not far away. Radlett.
Radlett station. Radlett. Are you being met, miss?
Oh, yes, I'm being met.
You didn't get my letter.
Your letter?
You didn't get my letter.
Her real name is Glenville. Jane Glenville. We know. And she lived in London, in Kensington.
Yes, that's right. 11 Bewdley Court. I went there. It was a dead end.
She was just a lonely American girl who found her way to an hotel near Cambridge. Jane Brown or Jane Glenville, the name doesn't matter. The girl does. She's my patient. I've been treating her for months. And she's become like a daughter. We love her too, Paul. We don't want her to die again.
Again?
She died in that hotel, Paul.
Died? You're not being very precise for a doctor.
She'd been dead for at least 2 hours when she arrived at this house.
I love you, Robert. You can't go. I love you. You love me, Robert. You can't just stop loving. No one can just stop. Robert, if you don't come back, I'll kill myself. I swear it.
Jane! Where are you going? Jane!
No, the flat wasn't a complete dead end. I took her there, you know.
Do you remember it?
No, not consciously. But I found out something. I found out the reason she left London. She came here to Radlett to meet a man. A man she was in love with.
And what became of him?
I have no idea. Neither has his wife.
Moral judgments, Paul. You've been very thorough. But what have you accomplished? You've discovered that she was in love with a married man. She may have been unhappy. She may have taken her own life. Here she is happy. Here she has a new life.
But what happens when she finds out?
I can't find her. I've looked in the garden and all over the house. You haven't seen her, have you?
No. 6:30.
Jane!
Robert, were you leaving me because of her? Were you? Did she make you...
Come away from the edge.
She did, didn't she?
Please.
Well, I won't let her have you. I won't
Please,
let her have you.
stop
I've
it.
earned you!
Jane.
Weeks and weeks and weeks, I've earned you! I won't let her have you! She can't have you! She can't! She can't! Robert!
Jane! Jane, what are you doing?
Oh, Paul. Oh, Paul. Paul, I killed Robert. I did. I killed Robert. He's down there. Paul, I killed Robert. Oh, it's... Ian! It's Paul. He's back.
Doctor, open the door. Quickly, please. You've got to help.
What happened? What did you find? Will it work, Ian?
It's got to work.
I'm sorry.